which has been the most difficult problem that humanity has faced so far. The knowledge has increased, but the world is still messy. Human trafficking, wars, crooked politicians, just to mention.
Listen, I was talking to Deepak about this today. And he was talking about the insanity of the world right now. But I think it's only getting better. I think we're better. I think we're less crazy than we used to be. I just believe in the good of humanity.
And less barbaric?
Less barbaric, less like as much. Okay, so human trafficking, is it real? Sure. It used to be way worse.
Yeah. And the reason why I want to agree with Evan on this, I'm just going to just chime in real quick, Renee, is because look how many thought leaders are coming forth. Look how many people are finding their purpose. Look how many people are understanding positive psychology and all the things that we want to help each other out and be there, becoming more human and having more dignity and really caring about the other person. So yeah, you're going to always have those pockets, those extremes. But most people are really trying to come together and make the world a better place. But go ahead, continue, Evan.
No, I mean, we're not that far removed from slavery.
Yeah.
Like, what a difference in the country.
Yeah. Because even what they say about America and all the stuff, but you got to look at the bigger picture. Look how far America has come from what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just every decade, every generation has improved and gotten better. Do you always have some outliers and some craziness? Yes. But overall, come on. I mean, it's not the same. It's not the same.
My mom is Italian. She's born in Italy, came to Canada when she was 10. And during the Second War, which is before her time, but a lot of the people kind of in her circles and friends and all that, Italians in Canada were put in internment camps in Canada, right? I mean,
yeah.
If you were Italian, there's a good chance that you were going to be Italian, Japanese, put in an internment camp.
Well, you know what, Evan, just to add a little more, same thing here in America. Italians was treated other than. They was treated really, really bad.
But we're not that far away from that. Like, now if you're Italian, and, I mean, great, who cares? They used
to call the Italians in America the N-word.
Yeah. So is it perfect? No. But are we getting better? I think so.
We are getting better.
And that's where we go back to, at least in my head, I go to people like Madam C.J. Walker.
Yep.
Who like becomes the richest woman, first woman millionaire in America, black, from the cotton fields. And like, if she can make it, you can't make it? You've got the internet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, you got guys who high school dropouts. I mean, from Eminem, you name it, high school dropouts, and they're multi-millionaires. Guys who've been in prison the whole 9 yards, and they made it. I mean, it really does come back to the individual. Because if you start studying people's biographies, and wow, they went through all that. I was reading, you guys may know more about this if you guys want to expound, it could, which would be great. But I was reading just a little bit piece on Tim Ferriss and how he grew up as a young kid. I'm like, look who Tim Ferriss is today. But he had a troubled childhood. Am I right?
Maybe. I don't know enough about Tim Ferriss's childhood, to be honest.
Yeah, he did a podcast talking about his childhood and the troubles he had coming up. I didn't get a chance to listen to the whole thing. I just saw a little bit piece of it. I'm like, you don't know where people come from. You don't even know their backgrounds. You see them today, but you don't know what drove them to become who they became. And you don't always know everything in the person's background, or even how they processed everything. So you just don't know. But at the end of the day, it's better, man. It's better. It really is. Okay, anything you want to add to that, Drew, before I move on?
No.
So Tess says, every group of immigrants who are the last to come is treated badly until they make their way to the top. And she said, it has gotten better, less cleansing of humans, and we are more observant and speak up more. We will always have fringes, which we need to remind us what it could be. And then she says, goodbye, gentlemen. Duty calls. Thank you for being here, Tess.
Much love.
Thank you. And things are getting better. It's all about focus, what you want to focus on. All about focus. Because I remember this a long time ago when I was in college, the thing about focus. You could be at a party having the greatest time and everybody's dancing, having a good time, laughing, drinking, having a good time. But there's always someone at that party arguing and fighting. So he found there was a man and a woman arguing and fighting and screaming at each other over in a corner. And he took his camera, he focused on that. And he said, if I just leave my camera right here focused on that, you would think this is the worst party in the world. When it's not. It's just you got two people fighting and arguing. Maybe one was jealous or whatever it might have been. And then over in the corner fighting, and you could say, you could come out with a narrative, this is the worst party ever because that's what you took from it and that's what you focused on. Instead of the bigger party, everybody's having a great time. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's how life is. It's about focus. You can focus on one little small thing or look at the bigger picture and then make a difference. And here we choose to focus on the positive and what we could, and stuff, things we could do something about, not things we can't do anything about.